happen. Not having a full baked brand and have it reflecting in your packaging is recipe for failure, because there's already not like a mistrust, but people just don't know. So you really need the whole experience. You need to start from the second you open that box or you open that tin.
I use the word pop, like make it stand out and make it pop. So, you know, that one customer walking down the shelf can literally see you out of all these other brands that are around, but yours stands out the most. And then you might get a sale. So
the packaging in a space that you know and have seen many of the similar products can be your defining element. So another great brand I've worked with and have some friends at is a company called PIM, Prepare Your Mind, what it stands for. And they do gummies, and gummies are everywhere, but they have this really great like sliding tin. And people love it and use that tin and wish that they had more products packaged in it, because it's aluminum and more recyclable and a lot of other things like that.
You know, some of your audience, if they're listening and they know the different forms, labels are a really common approach to product packaging and craft beer. And the types of print and material you can do on there are fantastic. And then sort of in the unexplored zone, there's multi-pack boxes and material finishes you can do in that space. There's gift boxes that are, you know, kind of lightly touched upon, but have a lot of opportunity. And there's really a lot of room for creativity as it continues to evolve. And that's really the exciting part.
Yes, I might have mentioned this already, but only 9% I think about plastic gets recycled through municipal recycling. And it's mostly PET, you know, the water bottles, these clear bottles, and some are picking up more. But again, we talked about if there's no desire or for recycled content, you know, nobody's gonna, you know, go out of their way of recycling these because they need to also have some profits.
I love this because I think so many brands are focused on the emotional connection and they're focused on getting the sale, that they forget that loyalty, and especially sustained loyalty, takes emotional and social psychology. So you can't just have one or the other. You can't just have the trust and the emotion. You need consistency, right? Consistency across touch points and consistency across time. Prove that you are who you say you are as a brand.
I think the mindset around packaging changed because it wasn't just on a shelf anymore, because we didn't have shelves to go look at. And so how do you bring that into your full brand, into everything else with social media, right? To grab that consumer's attention, right? Not, you know, in a normal retail world, you had a few seconds if you're thinking about, as a consumer, I'm walking down an aisle of my normal supermarket, right? In that supermarket, each product has a, you know, very small subsection of that shelf. Consumer spends 1 to 3 seconds walking past that section. How do you grab their attention? How do you once you grab their attention, know you landed of what's inside that box, what it tastes like as a food CPG, right? How do we do that in a very short amount of time? That all comes down to your packaging.
It's one thing if you're a big business and you can afford to buy bulk quantities and you can like really get everything perfect and you have the budget. But when you're a small company, right, it's really important to say, where can I get the biggest and best brand impression, right? Without 100%. Necessarily breaking the bank.